So on this particular project, we're using stained cedar wood. It's about 5¼ inches wide. And what we did is we actually used a variety of different stain colors to kind of get a lot of variation on it. First, when we're installing this, we grab a board and kind of compare it to the ones that are already up there and get a nice idea of what's gonna look nice. From there we get our measurement on where we want to have our seam line up. From there we go outside and cut it and bring it back in and get it installed on the wall. So the biggest time consumer on this project is cutting our pieces to fit. Pretty much every time that we have to make a cut, it takes about 1:30 seconds to go out to the saw, cut it, and bring it back in. If there's any error, if maybe the board is just a little bit too long and I have to take a blade off of it, that's just another 1:30 seconds that's added into the install time per board. Part of what we are trying to achieve with Lean is to cut out all the wasted time. The way we do this is we separate each activity into different categories: value added time, essential non-value added, or waste. Value added would be when we are actually installing the boards to the wall. Any time spent cutting or making adjustments to the board to fit the wall would be considered essential non-value added, and wasted time is all the time spent walking to and from the saw and also searching down, tracking down tools and other things of that nature. With this information, we have different tools to kind of digest this information and come up with solutions. And the tool that we're using in this particular case is a spaghetti diagram.
A spaghetti diagram is a visual representation using a continuous flow line tracing the path of an item or activity through a process. The continuous flow line enables process teams to identify redundancies in the workflow and opportunities to expedite process flow. Like, we were able to eliminate waste on our flow through and to the saw area. That long walk to get there, we were able to eliminate that by bringing the saw into this work area.
There's a reason why the saw's out in the garage in the first place. The reason why we don't cut right now inside is because we're working around finished surfaces like the painted walls and all that, so we don't want to mess those up. You know, there's more than just bringing the saw in. We're gonna have to make sure that we protect the walls. One way that we can do that is by having a drop cloth set up around and behind the saw so that any sawdust isn't getting spit up against the wall, and we don't have to worry about spending too much time afterwards cleaning that up. We can just basically just wrap it up in the drop cloth and walk away from the job.
We managed to eliminate about half of the time we initially wasted in the first 5 cycles of this project.